So, Darren, we thought we'll sit down and have a conversation about the Quest Wednesdays, which we started running in 2020, just to give an idea to people about what the Quest Wednesday is about.
Yeah, I mean, remember, it was kind of born out of a response to COVID because in the past we were able to have in person socials sometimes. And the problem really with those, they were wonderful, but they were based in London. And when COVID hit, we thought, how can we be a presence? How can we be an antidote to perhaps some gay, bi, queer men feeling isolated? So that's when we set up the Quest Wednesdays on Zoom, using Zoom. Pretty new to Zoom at the time, we're very familiar now. And yeah, I mean, we've done so many of them. And I think one of the great things about the Zoom is that people could do it from home, so it's kind of convenient for people. But also, people we had remember in the height of COVID, we had people around the world. I remember once we had a guy, I think it was either in New Zealand or Australia or something, but we've had people from outside of London and different parts of the UK, Europe, and from other countries. So I really, although it was born out of a difficulty, struggle, I really like the fact that it does enable anyone in any geographical area that has access to internet to join us. So that's been a good thing. And yeah, it's just a very special space, don't you think?
Yeah, it is actually. I mean, there's so many things I love about it, but one of the things that really stands out for me is the fact that each session is self-contained. So there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. And if someone doesn't come to a session, maybe the next month, they can then come whenever because they know it's going to be a contained session. The other thing that I really love about it is how experiential and interactive it is. So there's always those opportunities for people to go into breakouts, to share, to reflect, and then come back to the big group and to also do that as well, which is really, really great. And then the other thing that comes up a lot actually when I talk to people who've been to the Quest Wednesdays is they talk about how we and the others co-create this safe space.
Mm.
So regardless of how frequently people come or infrequently, we always start off with those guiding principles. And I think that has such a huge impact in how brave and safe people feel in the engagements. I mean, I've been to a number of online things as a result of COVID and since COVID and lockdown, and very rarely do I find that facilitators do that so consistently. It tends to be something that is rushed through. But the way that we do it, I really love that because we really do enable people to then show up and share what they feel that they're ready and willing to share.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really conscious space, I think. We're conscious about how we hold the space, but I think also we're really conscious around having conversations that have purpose and meaning for people. So it's not just it's like a social gathering. Yes, it is, but we consciously choose the themes so we can go a little bit deeper. And I think very often for gay, bi, queer men, that can be missing both in their social lives and then on the gay scene. That ability to go under the surface of something. So when I think about some of the things that we've dealt with, forgiveness, massive theme, anger, shame, beauty, body image, endings, they're all themes that people can go as deeply as they want, or they can stay, more on the surface. And I think the evenings have been very mixed, and people can really come from where they are. Some people go really deep, some people um, a little bit more on the surface. But I think everyone gets to learn from each other through the listening. So that's what I think makes it a very rich and a very different experience from just hanging out with friends that you might know.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, when I think about those themes and the way the sessions go, I often feel and know that people leave with that sense of connection. There is a sense
Yeah.
of connection, and there's also this sense of community. For those 90 minutes where we're together, there is this sacred community that is formed. And then we disperse, and then we come back maybe with new people, familiar faces to co-create that community filled with connection again and again. So I really love those sessions and really enjoy facilitating them.
Yeah, and just would send out a massive welcome, particularly to newcomers. It can be quite scary coming to a virtual environment that you're not used to. We're very friendly. We'll make you welcome, and just to say, come when you want to. If there's a theme that's interesting, come along, and we'd really love to see you.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you soon.